I'm going to open up the Magical Readathon Chapter 4 and see what I'm reading next week, which is actual Christmas week. So I'm really hoping that I only get one prompt because I'm probably not going to get much actual reading done from this point onwards. Okay, I can't remember. Oh yeah, so at the end of last time I ended up under the writing that said the Chamber of Secrets is open. So now it's got a throwback question asking me in Chapter 1, did I join a book club? No, I didn't. So I got a prompt for that answer. Read a book that starts with the letter S for Slytherin. Okay, well the two books I brought home to read this Christmas were called The Mercies and Writers and Lovers. So that's no good. Oh no, I got another prompt. Pick 5 to 7 books, lay them down in a circle around yourself, close your eyes and turn around a couple of times. Open your eyes and read the book that's in front of you. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll do that in 1 second. And I've got another prompt. Oh my god, this is never going to happen over Christmas. For this one, I'm going to read a friend's recommended or favourite book. Or it could be a book recommended by a book community member. Alrighty, better be the end of it. Oh, and now I have a challenge. I have to tweet a photo of my favourite bird. I don't know what my favourite bird is, but I will figure that out. Okay, it is several hours later because we had a drinks party, but I'm now ready to do the first of my prompts, or at least to pick the ones where you put the books in a circle around you. So I've chosen 5 books here. These are the 2 that I actually brought home for Christmas. So I'm hoping that I get one of these 2, but I won't cheat, I promise. I also found this on my parents' bookshelves, which is one that I have on my own TBR shelf at home, I've been meaning to read. This one, What Red Was, I've seen all over BookTube, apparently it's great, but a bit depressing, so I'm kind of hoping I don't get this one. Not very Christmassy. And then I found The Mousetrap, and I've been loving Agatha Christie really recently, so I thought that might be fun. Okay, so I have to shut my eyes and spin. I got The Mercies! Woo! I didn't cheat, I promise. But I am pleased because this is the book I wanted. So having selected The Mercies as my number 1 book, next I need to read a book recommended by a friend. So I am going to read Writers and Lovers for this one because everyone in the office has been saying how good it is. And the final one is just a book that starts with an S. So none of the other ones I just put in a circle around me start with an S, so they won't do. So I'm going to actually just reserve that one. I'm going to start with these 2, and once I finish these, which may be, you know, several weeks from now, then I'll see what book starting with an S I feel like. A Christmas book! As predicted, reading gets really hard once people arrive. I've read like 40 pages maybe. The beginning of The Mercies was brilliant, like such a dramatic scene where basically it's Christmas Eve, it's 1617 I think, and there's this big storm while all of the men of the village are out fishing, and all of the men of this island are killed in this storm while the women just watch from the island. So that was so dramatic and so moving. And yeah, I'm really into it so far, but I am going to be reading very slowly for the next like week and a half. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas Eve is kicking off. How are you saying it? You were just I'm saying very unusually. We're playing this tune, it's getting very tense.
First couple of rounds.
Towards the night before Christmas, when all through the house.
Got the mince pie and sherry.
Let you sleep in my room if you were growing on my ass.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're such a disease.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
You are what the French call les incompetents.
It's Christmas Eve, we're up here in the north, making toys for you until December 24th. We're the elves of Christmas Town, we fill up Santa's sleigh. We're making sure that everyone has toys on Christmas Day. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, stop.
Okay.
You're gonna stand up.
Okay, are you okay?
Yes.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Punched in the face.
Merry Christmas Eve.
Bye.
It's Christmas! It's Christmas morning. Do you know it's Christmas morning? Well, that's a Christmas morning sight and a half. Father Christmas has been. This is your first time playing a big organ performance, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Rudolph the
Red-nosed reindeer.
reindeer. Castle roofs. Merry Christmas to you. Woo! There is a banana hidden somewhere in this room.
I found a banana.
Oh.
Any luck, Charlie?
Literally none. It's a very good high.
That is a banana. Hermione!
Weird guy with beard.
And now it is Boxing Day, which is actually my favourite day of the whole Christmas period. I've always loved it the best. It's just the coziest because it's just kind of the pressure's off. Like, I love all of Christmas. I love it so much. But especially in my family, we've got so many traditions. So Christmas Day is just absolutely packed usually. We've got so much going on. There's like every hour of the day is a million things we're doing, which I absolutely love. But it does mean that it's just like exhausting. We often don't even open all of our presents because we kind of open like them. We don't like sit down, open our presents. We don't have a thing like that. We just like randomly open presents throughout the day because there's so much other excitement going on. We often just forget to open them all. I opened all of mine because I'm greedy and I kept being like, bring me more presents, I want to see my presents. But my sister's still got loads left, my parents still have loads left. So yeah, Boxing Day is kind of about opening the rest of our presents, playing with our presents. We usually get given lots of fun games. We'll be playing lots of games. Peace at last. Hi, Hippo. It's just us now. Look at this cozy, relaxed family with not a thing to do. Skulking around the house. We have been so cozy this evening. First I was curled up by the fire for ages reading the Mercies, which I'm loving, by the way, it's so good. Then we played one of our new board games called Poppycock. Poppycock! And now I'm going to get into my new Christmas pyjamas, which I showed off yesterday in my special dance. And we're going to watch While You Were Sleeping, which is my second time watching that movie in like a week. I just love it so much. A Boxing Day treat. It's 11 o'clock and we're cozy up in bed with our books. Perfect end to a very busy, tiring few days. I've been reading this on the sofa all morning. I'm about halfway through, still loving it. We're getting really nervous about what's gonna happen, getting hints of a witch trial coming. But down with that, we're going on a long walk up a hill. Go, go, go! Archie and his cows.
10 miles an hour.
You're a cow.
Thank you. Such a lot of walking.
Oh, I really hope that this lovely dog comes home.
Lassie, come home.
Home challenge.
Just called
Lassie, sorry, Lassie.
Okay.
The King Kong.
Yes.
It's time to go see Little Women at the cinema. I'm so excited for this. We're going to see Little Women.
Oh, what's occurring? Oh, look, it's Gavin and Stacey. Oh, look, is that Meghan Markle? Are they letting her act again? That's nice of them, isn't it? Oh, no.
Gavin and Stacey got me feeling so nostalgic. Now I just want to watch the whole season from the beginning again. But not right now, because right now I'm climbing into bed with this baby.
How do you feel?
It was a terrible idea again! I can't believe it's time to pack now. It feels like this is just normal life. I can't even remember that I have a job or another house where I live. I'm not ready to go back. How much reading has Emerald done today? We're leaving now. I'm so gross.
Super grumpy.
At least I've got a really nice sunshine journey to read my book.
See what I have to do.
I actually finished a book. When was the last time I did that?
Never.
Luckily I've got another one in the bag. Oh my god, look at me back home on my sofa to find a very dead Christmas tree over there. it is just like shedding needles like crazy. I had not even registered it was Sunday today, because this time in between Christmas and New Year, like, time ceases to have any meaning. But G from Book Roast, who's running this whole readathon, just posted that she's not quite ready for chapter 5, which is the final chapter to open today, which is actually very good news for me, because I only just finished the first of my 3 prompts and I haven't done the Twitter prompt. So lucky I've got a little bit extra time. Right, so my challenge was I had to tweet a picture of my favourite bird. So I googled some different birds. This one's called a hoary puffleg, so lol, ob's my favourite bird. So I really enjoyed reading The Mercies on the train. It's a really gripping story. I'm now really interested in reading more about the real story about it, because it's all basically true what happened. I mean, like, it's a fictional novel, the people are made up, or some of the people are made up, some of them are real. But it really did happen. Like, the storm really did happen on Christmas Eve. 40 men really were killed, like, in a matter of moments. And the women then were treated as suspicious, and there were these witch trials, and it's just the most incredible story. So definitely want to look up more of that. And then I just about started my next book on the train, but only literally like 6 pages, so that will have to be for my next journey. That's the next book is Writers and Lovers by Lily King. So I'm reading that for the prompt of a book that was recommended to you, because I've heard that recommended really highly from people who've read it in the office. It's not actually coming out until May. It's supposed to be like the kind of a new Bridget Jones. I know loads of people say that about so many books. The quote that says on the back is how weird it is no longer being the youngest kind of adult. So it's basically about women at pretty much exactly my stage in life, kind of when you progress from you're used to being an adult, but you know, your early 20s, so you're the youngest kind of adult, and then actually you're heading into your 30s. I'm pre-30, the woman in the novel is like 31 or something, I think, and realising that you're actually now supposed to be a real grown-up. So it sounds really relatable. I'm going to start that one on the train on the way to lunch. I am chatting so much and I'm really late to leave the house. Come on, Emma, pull yourself together. It is literally 9:30 and I'm climbing to bed with my book. I've been so exhausted all day, so I just feel so ready for this. I just filmed my first actual proper, like, drinking by myself, sit down video, basically for the whole of December. I don't think I've actually even mentioned it in these vlogs yet, but I broke my hard drive, which I've been super bummed about, and it's completely put me off filming proper sit down videos, because the one video that I had ready, filmed and edited got lost on that hard drive. And then that just kind of like demotivated me. I don't know why, like, there's nothing stopping me from filming new ones in the meantime, but because that threw off my schedule, I just was like, fuck it, I'm not filming anything. So the whole time I was home for Christmas, just like nothing went up on Fridays, and that was a nice little break. I just filmed my first one and you could tell I was out of practice because I was so rambly. I might edit that one in bed now. I probably won't actually go to sleep for a while because, like I said, it's only 9:30. So I might edit that video, read some more of this book. I'm enjoying this one so far. I'm not very far into it. I said earlier that I'd heard it compared to Bridget Jones, and I actually now, like, take that comparison away, because for me, like, one of the defining features of Bridget Jones is it being really funny. This isn't funny in that way. It's more just, I guess the comparison is because it is about that particular stage of adulthood. It's about characters who are actually really different from me, other than being at the same, you know, in theory the same stage of life, but they're very different personalities to me. These are all kind of characters who, like, take life very seriously, I guess. So I will be reading this one, editing some video, and hopefully getting to bed pretty early. It's been 3 hours and all I've done is edit that video. I have literally not even touched this book. And now it's 12:45, so now I actually do feel like going to sleep. What a failure. I might manage a few pages before I actually just pass out. This is my first time doing an actual workout in so long, like maybe 3 weeks. You can tell because when my in-laws were here, they gave me my Christmas present early, which is this snazzy new workout gear. And this morning was the first time I cut the tags off, because I literally have not been to the gym since they gave it to me. I also got a present from my sister for Christmas, which is this amazing kettlebell from a company called Kettle Boobs. So, time to do a kettlebell workout. You can tell I'm fully back to my old routine now, because vlogs now consist of me working out and then cooking. Welcome back, drinking by myself. God, that was dangerous. Stop it. And I can show off all the cool new cooking gadgets that I got for Christmas. Chickpea tikka masala, and we're gonna finally go in and watch season 2 of You. I've been so excited for this.
And you.
I'm really intrigued where this season of You is gonna go, because already that was really, really different from the book. So I like that, because I didn't actually love, I loved the book You, I didn't love the book Hidden Bodies, so I'm hoping that this season I'll prefer. Anyway, enjoyed episode 1. Now me and this book are heading out to meet some of my friends for a dog walk. Just got some really sucky news, which is that they couldn't recover the data on my hard drive. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, it means I've lost everything. I've lost like all of my videos that I've made, but at least the finished videos were uploaded. I've just lost like all of the raw footage. So that's, I guess, doesn't matter. It's just a shame. I liked keeping it in case. What's annoying is I've lost a finished video that I hadn't uploaded yet, and I've lost one unfinished project that I was working on. Boo. They said they could try and restore it, but it would end up costing like £600, and there's still only a 70% chance they get it, so it's just not worth it. Just going to say goodbye to that. New year, new data. Oh, reading update, because that's what you're actually here for. Really enjoying Writers and Lovers. I'm getting so into it. The characters still really different kinds of people from me, but I'm really warming up to them. And yeah, it's really addictive. It's a really good read. And now I'm literally turning around and going back to exactly where I came from. I was there ready. I had not thought this through. I was in Clapham because that's where I was meeting my friends, but then I realised I had Hippo with me and she can't come into the restaurant. So I've just come all the way home to drop her off, turning straight around and going back to Clapham. But we're off to Nando's, so I'm not going to complain. I bloody love a Nando's. Wow, I look like a ghoul because I slept on my friend's sofa. I did not mean to get quite that drunk last night, but I did. And now I'm trying to walk home, and I'm actually I'm simultaneously hungover. Like, my head does really hurt, but I'm also still very drunk because I'm struggling to walk in a straight line. And now it's New Year's Eve and I have to do it all again.
Hey! How did the last decade go?
Oh my god, my decade was so fun. I loved every second of it. I'm so tired and I didn't record anything and I didn't film anything. See you in 2020. I've had a little break from filming these last 2 days because it's been a long time of filming this vlog and I just, like, I needed a break from it, but I'm back in. I really want to finish and upload this vlog while it's still vaguely relevant that it's a really Christmassy vlog, so I need to finish this chapter of the readathon. Last night I did finish Writers and Lovers by Lily King, which was the prompt for a book that was recommended to you, and I loved this one, really loved it. It was so nearly a 5 stars. I decided, like, right at the end it became a 4 stars because, weirdly, because the ending was too happy. And I really love a bleak book. It's funny because Read by Jess said the same thing. She said that she loved it, but then the ending, like, felt too happy to her. So it feels like a strange complaint because actually it's really refreshing and, like, kind of rare to get a happy ending. But it also, like, I guess that makes it resonate emotionally less in a way than the bleak books do. Anyway, I really enjoyed this one. I really recommend it. I may change it back to a 5 star. It probably deserves it because I was loving it the whole way through. So I only have one prompt left for this chapter, which is to read a book beginning with S. And I have, I think, just one on my shelf, which is Shelter. I'm going to go look for that now. I'm working from home today. So I do have a bit to do, but I will read on my lunch break. I'm going to try. I don't have any plans tonight, which is really nice. I have been so tired. I've been out basically like every night and drinking basically every night for the whole Christmas and New Year period. I was out till 3 last night, which is not helping my head. But tonight I am just going to snuggle in and have a cozy one and read. So the S book that I know I have is Shelter. Here we go, by Jung Yan. This one I've wanted to read for ages. It sounds amazing, so that's kind of perfect. I think it's actually the only... Oh, the other S book I have is The Sin Eater, which is like a historical fiction. I hauled that one really recently, but I've had this one for longer, so I'm going to start with this one. Wow, that was a super intense opening to this book. That's not very cozy Friday night reading. It's like a very violent crime. It opens, basically the first 2 chapters of this book are just devoted to that. Yeesh, kind of need a break from that. I'm wearing the exact same jumper, so you would not tell that this is 24 hours later instead of just immediately after the last clip, but it is 24 hours later. I have still been in a not filming mood, but I am now curled up on the sofa with Shelter, which I'm really enjoying. About halfway through now. It's really good. This is the first one I picked up today. We've mostly been watching You, going for a dog walk, going out for dinner. I've been editing a video that I'm making for my dad. Just not feeling like filming anything for YouTube at the moment, and I finished it. Wow, that book was incredibly sad and very intense, but really good. I don't think I ever said what it's actually about. So it's about a man called Kyung who lives with his wife Jillian and son Ethan, and right at the beginning, one day his mother, who lives very close by but who he doesn't have a good relationship at all, his mother stumbles into the garden totally beaten up and reveals that this terrible crime has happened. Her and the father have both been attacked. and so the parents have to come and live with Kyung and his family. But Kyung has this really strained relationship with them, this terrible history, and it's basically about like the aftermath of this crime and the family kind of resolving what happened in their past and if there is a way for them to move forward together. And it's really, really sad, but that was really powerful. Brilliant book. So on a lighter note from that sadness, that means I finally finished chapter 4. Oh my goodness, it feels like I've been on chapter 4 for weeks, which I literally have. So I'm now really torn whether or not to open chapter 5 now. Part of me wants to just like put on a TV show and forget that reading exists. But another part of me just wants to know what my prompts are, because what I really want to do is listen to the audiobook of the To All the Boys I've Loved Before sequel, because I loved that audiobook so much. And I want to see if my prompt fits it. So maybe I'll open the chapter now, just in case. But you will have to find that out next week. Hopefully it'll only take me 1 week this time, now that I'm back from all of the Christmas festivities. But for now, do let me know what you guys read over Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this very Christmassy, very boozy vlog. I had a really good time the last 2 weeks, even if there wasn't that much reading involved. See you next time.